somebody is watching Mike in the Night. Who is it? Well, it's Elon Musk. 2024 election likely the last to be decided by U.S. citizens. The CEO of Tesla SpaceX has called the massive influx of illegals from every country on Earth the main factor. And Musk is now sniffing around. Now he's starting to say that there may be an issue happening with the election. We've been telling you this since 2017. We've been telling you 2024 is the year of years. And there it is. He's now starting to throw something out there, so then later he could come forward and basically state, oh, by the way, I warned you guys about this 2024 election. No. And people warning about this years before this guy, but he catches on the trends, kind of like a Joe Rogan. But Joe Rogan's 8 years behind. He's usually 8 years behind, but yeah. Okay, over 124 pounds of cocaine and fentanyl seized in El Paso in 1 week. So that border crossing there. And U.S. Customs and Border Protection CBP officials in El Paso region seized more than 124 pounds of fentanyl and cocaine last week in 4 separate incidents amid criticism of lax border policies. Now, what's happening? Well, Mexico, and we told you guys this, and we warned you guys about this in 2018 and 2019. Mexico does not have the capacity to make fentanyl. China does. China was on the hook with the amount of fentanyl in their southern province there in China, the Xinjiang province, by making fentanyl, exporting it to Vancouver and Kitimat and other ports, and then flooding and murdering our youth with fentanyl and opioids across the... So China said, okay, we're going to have to stop producing it. Let's make it in Mexico. So China opened factories, assembly plants, to basically make the fentanyl in Mexico. So Mexico doesn't make... Canada doesn't even make fentanyl. It's coming in from China. So now the Chinese smartened up and moved their operations to Mexico. We were warning about shock troops coming in, Chinese shock troops, and fentanyl and all kinds of drugs coming in from the southern border into the United States. And there it is right there. So in a week, and it's all being produced and made by China, not the Mexicans. And the warrantless surveillance bill renewal is even broader than many noticed. We were warning you guys about this 3 weeks in a row about this warrantless surveillance. The videos are up. I made them into shorts for Mike in the Night. This is major. And the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance, FISA, amended in 2008 as a whole, and its Section 702 in particular, have been a gift that keeps giving, where all manner of controversies are concerned. And they are this time surfaced in a provision that changed the definition of electronic communications service providers, in terms of which companies fall under this category, that is, which providers are obligated to give the government access to communications. This is major, folks, and we've been trying to warn you guys about this. As things stand, more U.S. businesses than ever would have to provide access to phones, Wi-Fi routers, and other equipment. What? Is anyone paying attention to this? This, in April, launched a debate in Senate around the scope of the surveillance authorities. Opponents were saying it significantly expanded them, yet in the end, they failed to stop the reauthorization, reforming Intelligence and Securing America Act. This is major. So when the extension bill passed, opponents were warned that the government had gained even more power in this space, while spy agencies would continue to evade accountability. This is so major. Warrantless surveillance bill is a lot worse. And if you go back a few Mike in the Nights, we've been covering this, because I feel this is very, very serious information. And McDonald's admits consumers are broke. Planned reintroduction of $5 meal. So people can't afford $18 combos, $20 combos, American. And it's worse in other countries. Well, the price of food was going to set to skyrocket. We were warning you guys in 2016. And then in 2020 with the Biden selection, we told you, wagons east. It's game over. Amerifornia's here. And suspect arrested in horrifying rape of woman who was lassoed around the neck in New York City. So CCTV camera caught this guy here. I'll tell you what he did. A man has been arrested in a horrific caught-on-camera attack in the Bronx in which a woman was lassoed with a belt from behind, dragged unconscious between two cars, and raped. So there it is, 45-year-old victim, then lassoing her with the belt and pulling her to the ground, causing her to lose consciousness around 3 a.m. May 1st, police said. So, wow, this is incredible what's happening and how... And the problem is these animals get away with murder. That's the problem. Or they get away with this. That's the problem. DC 9 group jailed. Pro-life activists could be sentenced up to 11 years in prison. So if you're pro-life, you're pro-baby, you're pro, you're anti-abortion, well, guess what, folks? You could do 11 years in prison. And the DC 9 group of jailed pro-life activists are set to be sentenced up to 11 years in prison in the nation's capital on May 14th and 15 and 17. The 9 individuals, there's all their names here, and of the District Court of the District of Columbia is set to charge them with up to 11 years in prison for violating FACE Act and conspiracy against rights. So if you're pro-life, you're pro, everything, and lawfare against Trump crumbles. Illegal battles fail to derail former president's return to White House. So they're doing everything to throw this guy under the bus. And instead of going after Hillary, Lucifer Clinton, and Barack Hussein Obama for dropping 3 bombs every hour, 24 hours a day during his administration, instead of going after the people that really pulled the trigger on a lot of mass murder, they're going after the guy that... They're just going after the wrong person. I'm not taking sides. There's bigger fish to fry. There's bigger people to roll into the carts and start decimating their lives and figuring out what's going on, right? So, but unfortunately, they just want to go after this. And we believe here on the channel, I'm not you guys, I believe there's going to be no 2024 election. They're going to do what they can to derail it. And something's going to happen to Donald Trump in August. I might be dead wrong. Hey, he might get a promotion in August. Heck, he might, I don't know, but something is going to come down. And that's something that we've been prophesizing here for a long, long time now. All right.